Yes.
Wow, I just thought, I thought that was just an epic basketball game. I cannot believe the scenario of being down 16 to such a great defensive team. You look up, you only got 22 points and you're down 16, and you got to be really cocky and you have some really confident kids to think that you're coming back from that one. You really do, especially when you look over on the other bench and it's Rutgers, like one of the best defensive teams in the history of women's basketball. So for us to handle that and have a plan about it and just really chip away, and throw our presses in when we needed them, which I thought were huge, and then just huge timely buckets. And this film, it usually takes me about 4 hours to break down a film, but this one's going to be a good 10 hours of just breaking it down. I want to watch it as a fan, and then I want to watch it as a coach. But obviously my two seniors here were ridiculous. They were ridiculous. 4 of the best players in the country just showed you a really exciting women's basketball game. And I hope everyone that came, I'm going to save your ticket stubs and get them free the next one or something, because the crowd was awesome. The crowd really helped us, and Sylvia Bullock said to me, "Who did you want me to pass it to? Mo's cramping, Steph's cramping." Babe was gone, and Sylvia was standing there dribbling the ball, but just a lot of drama, a lot of flair, just really fun. It had to be a great game to watch, so we're thrilled. And Riquna Williams was 2 for 10 at half. It comes out in the second half and just is such a gamer. And my starting backcourt had, I believe, 12 assists and 2 turnovers against a very pressing, scrappy team that forces a lot of turnovers. We only had 5 turnovers in the second half and both overtimes. So that's 30 minutes of basketball, only 5 turnovers. Incredible performance by my backcourt.
Okay, you called timeout. It was 40-24, obviously.
Yeah.
A, what do you say in that timeout? And then B,
That you can publish?
yeah. I have some latitude.
You know what? We go to the next media. I look up and I try to find a plan. So I found a plan somewhere along the line. I think it was real early, so we had the 16-minute media coming up, and then but I went to the 12 on that, and I said, if you get to the 12-minute media and we're 8 or 6, we're winning this game. And then about the 8-minute media, she told me we were winning, which was nice to hear. I appreciated that. Because our press, we had gotten them a little bit, and we cut it to about 9 or something, and she was like, we're winning this. And I said, yeah, I know.
68 points over 25 minutes against that team. Ever in a million years think that's possible?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was, somewhat of a sales job, I think, on the part of the coaching staff. And we were just like, we're fine. And we're like, oh my God, we're not fine. So, somewhat of a sales job. But when these two do such special things, you always got a shot. You always got a shot. And you look, I hope you guys enjoy this team as much as I do. I hope you can really see how special they are and how resilient they are. But gutsy. I mean, how are you gutsy when you're down 16? I mean, to have confidence to be like, we're fine. It's my job to have it, but the kids were out there clanking left and right, and missing free throws they never missed, missing layups they never missed, and somehow still had the confidence. And that's beyond me. That's them. That's them internally. It's just super, super awesome people to coach.
So, baby, how do you do that? How do you clank and clank and clank and then end up with 36 points, 31 in the second half?
Coach came at me pretty hard in the locker room. She told me I was rushing and I need to relax. And I was kind of fighting with her. Like, I was still, like when I got in foul trouble and she put me back in, like I went right back to the basket, rushing it, and she came at me pretty hard. So just relax and listen to me.
You hit the second 3 in the start of the second overtime, which I'm sure seems like 6 hours ago already. But at that point, do you think, finally, we've got him here, or?
My stomach's still burning. Like, still burning.
Couldn't put them away. And, 2 things that we need to do is 2 defensive stops at the end of each regulation and overtime. That's us. We got to make those stops, and we did it. It's a credit to Rutgers, and they executed it. They got us in a rotation. We were a little tall, we were a little tired, didn't have our legs underneath us, and they beat us, and then they got us on the dump off and stuff. But that is the one thing that, I'll be negative about right now, is that if you're playing at home and you need a stop to win, and you're in Miami with a veteran squad, you get that stop. But credit to Rutgers, they executed really well, too.
Shenise, you were cramping, Steph was cramping, people were missing layups everywhere. This is supposed to be, a senior league team, and you're never supposed to lose in this building and all that. How nice was it to see that it was like 6 or 7 people that all made some big plays down the stretch, so it wasn't just one or two of you.
Yeah, I think that's what the difference is. I think that's what makes us a complete team now this year. We've always had me and Bayer, but we still weren't winning games freshman, sophomore, senior, junior year. And I think that's what is the difference. You can't just rotate to me and Bayer because we got Steph out there shooting threes in half court. We got Stroman getting offensive rebounds, and we got Pep down there making decent plays. So, I mean, I think that's what makes it so tough to guard us. It's just an awesome game out there. My heart rate is still pumping. Credit goes to Rutgers, man. It was just a fun game. I'm just so happy to be part of it.
How are you feeling that? I mean, you're looking pretty good on the way in here. If this team went third overtime, heaven forbid, did you have anything?
I still would have tried to play, man. I still would have tried to play.
Yeah, as we had a conversation, don't take me out. I go quit limping. We just jawing at each other back and forth. Well, leave me in, I can get a rebound. I go, well, you first play defense. I mean, we just kind of went at each other. But she won the argument. She had to stay in.
I said, maybe if I was a junior.
Yeah.
Not
One thing about this team is when we're backed up against the wall, if they just relax and just really perform. So you'll see us use a lot of humor just to keep it comfortable.
Coach Shenise just alluded to it. You had Morgan and Sylvia off the bench. Both were very key at particular moments. I think more so Morgan during the end of regulation, and then Sylvia and OT.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about their contributions and what you particularly liked about each one of them?
Well, first of all, the defense on Oliver, that was non-existent for most of the game. We switched our scheme on her towards the end. It helped that she was exhausted. I mean, the kid played out of her mind. What a great performance. I mean, 2 double-doubles against us tonight. But she played out of her mind. She was playing smart. As soon as she got a little bit tired, we changed our scheme on her. And Pepper started it and Sylvia finished it. But there was one box-out play where Sylvia Bullock just went at her with everything she had and boxed around, got that over the back call, and I thought really got us confident because she was just killing us. She was getting a rebound she wanted, and Sylvia, the senior, our warrior, just said, no, enough. We've had enough. We need to win this game. And that was a big statement for us.
Katie, how worried were you about the sum of the parts, the travel to Alaska, the finals week, a really good defensive team over there?
Yeah.
Did you have a...
I felt great going into the game, and then when we couldn't score, I was very worried about the sum, the parts, the holes, the halves, everything. I mean, I was really very concerned. I was so shocked that we were just... I knew we'd start out emotional, we did, and we played hard, but then everyone got tired at the same time, which was crucial. You guys can't ask for stuff at the same time anymore, because they both come and they need us up. And Stroman needs us up. I'm like, okay. I got to get that rotation a little bit better. But just so hyped, and then that flatness just really surprised me. But of course, I'm not writing papers at night and staying up and doing finals and all that other stuff. So the Michigan State game was tough. I mean, that was a really physical game too. So, this schedule is very challenging for a purpose, but I'm absolutely pleased right now where we're sitting with the schedule we're playing.
Hey, 9 points, I think, top of my head against Michigan State. How important was it for you to have... I know the win was the most important thing, of course, but to have a personal bounce back tonight, how much did you need that?
A lot. I mean, Coach didn't bring me in to sit on the bench and do what she did. I mean, she told me to be tough. Like, it was my call to come back or to stay in the locker room. She said she had my back. And, like, you could hear in the locker room, like, them calling out the score. And I was like, it's too close. I want to go back out there.
Hey, there was a stretch in overtime where you and Sykes just engaged in this the most absurd one-on-one three-point competition I think we've seen in this building in a long time. What's that like, kind of she hits and you respond? If she hits again on the next time, do you feed off the energy of the crowd? Do you know you're going to take it again, or what's it like?
Just relax. Like, don't rush. Like, don't make it a competition. Like, just man her. Like, run the play, set up, and hit the shot. I know, I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that. Because normally I would. Sophomore year, I would have.
Yeah, that would have been OK Corral. Shoot out at the OK Corral.
Oh my gosh, sophomore year.
Very mature.
You guys have Ole Miss on Saturday, I believe. That's another big game.
Another one.
They have basically the same record as you. What are you guys doing to prepare for that game now after this battle?
Can I have a minute? Just 1 minute.
They're not giving you.
I promise you I haven't looked ahead to Ole Miss. Coach Keeger's on that scout. You know, it's just the Big East team and then a Big Ten team and then an SEC. I mean, it's just crazy. But it's a courageous schedule, but obviously it's been a smart schedule because these guys just, you know, they just keep unveiling and revealing, you know, more hidden talent or something deeper than I didn't even know was there. And it's so fun. It's just such a, I don't even know, like just such a, they're just sharing so much more with me with this challenging schedule, and they're telling on themselves a little bit. I'm expecting some big things for the season.
Okay,
Thank you.
Where we are?